What up, everyone? Welcome to Ecom and Beyond.
What up?
Got my buddy Anthony Pittsburgh with me. You know it. So the first person in the house today is Sandollar. Good morning.
What up, Ray?
We got Simply Dana in the house. Hold on 1 second, guys.
So I guess I probably should have told you guys this sooner, but Nate's been suffering from complications. He has a horrible rash all like on his nether region right now. So he's been on hold with his doctor right now because it's so bad. Like when he gets up to go to work, it like prohibits his motion. So he's been trying to get hold of his doctor all morning to kind of get some kind of cream or something to get some kind of relief down there. So while he's talking to his doctor about this incredibly embarrassing situation that he didn't want anybody to know about, I guess I'll go and greet the rest of you guys. Oh, they put you back on hold? Did they call the pharmacy?
It's my PayPal. Trying to get a vehicle, as y'all must know, and they're having issues. My car dealership's having issues with my business income because of my PayPal. So, trying to get them to fax over something, bank credentials on it, which is like pulling teeth, literally. And yeah, so I apologize if I have to keep running in and out, but they keep putting me on hold. So
they understand, man. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, everyone knows how PayPal is. But good morning. I'm sorry. I apologize. Cajun reseller. Good morning.
You're good, man. I can do the things if you need to do the phone. It's up to you.
I'm on hold again, so
okay.
I'll just kind of roll with it until they bounce on me again. Uncle B, what up?
Uncle Bizzle.
Cody Fontaine. Good morning.
What up, Cody?
KJ with them Steeler Hearts. Good morning. We got Cajun Roots Reseller. What up, Johnny?
Johnny.
We got Paul Gate City Picker. Good morning. Brittany Brands in the house. You know she got them brands. You know it. Georgina in the house. Good morning.
Morning, Georgina.
Shane M in the house.
Got Michelle Lathan here. Got Sam Dapper Tiger. What is going on, Sam? It's awesome getting to talk with you yesterday. He's getting that cream, guys. I hope it clears everything up for him. Got Georgina in the house. Good to see you, Georgina. Morning, Michelle Lathan. Appreciate you being here. Got Jimmy, infamous stacker. Man who keeps the beard stocked in all of his vaping products. Got Land Shark Picker in the house. What's up, Craig? Good to see you, man. Simply Dana. Good morning to you. Casey, Carolina Hustler. I really appreciate you being here, bud. Casey and Paul Gate City Picker are going to be putting out a weekly show, guys. So be on the lookout for that. I believe Paul said it was going to be a Sunday afternoon. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, you can go ahead and place that in the chat. Shane M says, Nate, you can admit it. We all know.
So this is so funny. So, you know, I hop on and they're like, oh, we can send you those documents for your deposits or whatever in up to 2 business days. I'm like, is it going to take really that long? And they're like, yeah, you know, it takes time to get these done or whatever. And I just checked my email just now and they're in my account. Like, nice. Seriously? Oh, man. Shane, what up? Dapper Tiger, what up, man? It was nice seeing you yesterday, coming in and hanging out with us.
Yep.
Michelle Lathan, good morning. Infamous Stacker, what up, bud? Can't wait to get some of that more of that juice. Infamous
juice. By juice, do you mean booty juice or
juice? No. I'm talking good old vape juice.
Well, we got to the doo-doo brown today, like under 5 minutes, so that's pretty good.
It might be a record.
Yeah. I don't know. It really might not be. We might have just like opened up the show talking about it like in the green room and then just clicked live. I mean, I wouldn't put that past us.
Probably what happened.
It's kind of how we roll.
What up, Land Shark Picker? Craig, what up, man? I see that doing a lot of interviews lately. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
I got to check out part of Revs the other day. I got to watch the one from yesterday.
Keep an eye out for it because your boy might be on one of those interviews.
And by that I mean I probably won't watch that one just because your boy. Just kidding. We got the king of clubs. What up, Carolina Hustler? What up?
Because of me, you now have all of these people praying for that outbreak. You know what I mean? It'll probably clear up real fast now.
I don't have the outbreak.
Power of prayer, man.
I don't have the outbreak. What are you talking about?
All right. Well, we'll just call it a really bad rash then.
You got people really thinking there's something wrong with me. Ain't no getting a vehicle turn into some type of like deadly, like widespread disease now.
I mean, it's not deadly. It's just like a minor STD. No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with him, guys. Just for the record, he's really just trying to get a hold of PayPal, and I thought it'd be funny to pull his crank a little bit. And I told him before we went live that I was going to make up some kind of random story about something crazy happening to him. So
we got Frank in the house. Truck luck. What up, bud? Good to see you. We got Lisa. Sales. Good morning,
Lisa.
We have Myra buying space. What up? Nana Tinka Treasures. What is going on?
Morning, Nana.
We got Aaron, best offer queen. What?
Hey, Aaron.
Good to see you. We got the Secret of Rev's card collection right there. Nikki T with the magical powers of Zion and Ja.
Yep. I'm pretty sure Zion is her best friend.
I think so too.
Either that or maybe she is his best friend because he loves hanging out with her.
We got the reseller mail. Got one of the coolest logos, custom logos. I like it a lot.
That is pretty awesome.
We got Kelly at Ecom on board. She said, if you keep talking about Nate like that, it's going to kick your butt.
Is that what she said?
Nah, I just said
I was going to say, I'm not messing around when it comes to Ecom Mom because I know she's about to bust me upside the grill. Like,
I was kidding. We got Mariah Pest. Good morning. We got Scott from Johnstown. What up, bud?
What up, my man?
We got flipping goodies. We got Mike in the house. Mike, I seen you live with I was just watching right before the show with Kevin and Golden Finger Picker. So that was cool to see you live. Very cool, very cool.
Tommy says he needs some coils. He wants to know if you can drop an affiliate link, Nate.
Honestly, I'm having some issues grabbing coils myself, to be honest. I bought a bunch from. I'll have to look and see what website it's from, but I got.
Doesn't Jimmy have coils? Like Infamous?
He might. Check out infamousjuice.com. Jimmy might have some.
I was gonna say Jimmy has a vape store, so he probably has like the inside access.
Let me see if I can find that site. Or I'll look at it in a second. Give me 1 second, Tommy. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, Frank, I got to put together. What day? Like Friday, I think. First time I used it was on Buffalo Picker's show on Friday night. It was just a matter of time. I had to wait for to get access to it because it was like hidden behind like stacked couches because the house was torn apart.
What up, Glenn? Swamp Picker in the house.
Hey, Glenn. Good morning.
There's Rev.
Rev Resell in the house.
There he is.
Man, the myth, the legend.
Good morning, D. I know she's been printing like crazy over there. I can't. I'm trying to put that beautiful license plate on a vehicle, but PayPal and this dealership just wants to keep boxing with me.
Yeah, it sucks.
Jimmy wants to know what cools Tommy. But yeah, he might have your cools. I'd be the guy to go see for sure.
For sure.
If he doesn't have it, I'll try and find you a link to the.
He's like the vape king.
But I bought a whole bunch. Literally, I bought a whole bunch right before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a mess around. I was lying about that. But there you go, D. 35. That's what's up.
I would imagine Nate's like vape area of his house is probably like if you ever seen a spy movie where they like open up a closet and there's like all these really cool guns like attached to the wall. I bet you Nate has like a vape section like that somewhere in his house. Tell the truth, Nate. You have one of those.
No, honestly, I don't. Like when I had my smaller desk, like before, like it would be like a bunch of different bottles, like some with a little bit of juice in it, some with none. And then I only have one vape that works right now because the other one I can't get coils for. I can't get coils for my Geek Vape Zeus. So I've been having these my wife's vape, which I bought a bunch of her coils, but literally I could not find, the other coils. So
yeah. Erin has a question. She said, I'm behind on what's sold by like 3 weeks. So do I try by releasing a what's sold for 3 weeks back? What you could do is you could do like, hey, what sold in the last month type of video.
either that or
you can like show everything that sold, or you can just be like, these are like my best sales of the month or something like that. Or you could just do multiple videos, like breaking them up, like oldest to newest or something like that.
Yeah, if you get like I'm like behind like 9 months. So like if I did one, like I would do it like best sales between like February and April, or like a highlight some or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what I kind of do. Like if I would go back and do some or whatever.
For sure.
Flipping accountant in the house. What up?
That'd be cool, Dana. She's going to start doing what sold this month videos. Yeah, I like the what sold videos for the fact that like that's a true bolo. You know what I mean? Like for example, like I do haul videos just like anybody else. You know what I mean? But the what solds are like, okay, this is the stuff that I picked up that actually sold, and this is the type of money that you can expect to make for said item. So a lot of times whenever I see people showing their what sold stuff, it for me it's like, okay, in the back of my mind, now I know that if I see this type of product out in the wild, I can expect that type of return for it. Yeah. So I love watching what sold videos. You know what I mean? Like, especially what solds for like new sellers too. You know what I mean? Because I love seeing I love seeing the maturation of the what solds, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, as people become better and better at picking, and as you see them kind of, get their footing and stuff like that, I love seeing, people getting better and better at what they do.
Definitely. Craig wants to see a merch fulfill what sold. You might see one here shortly. You might see one. I don't mind. Like I've been talking about doing something where I go back and show, okay, I bought this product for this, or even me going out and picking it. And then the next video would be, okay, it sold for this and this. And I wouldn't mind showing that data or that information because at that time it wouldn't be tied to my account. You get a kind of an idea of what, I made, what the costs were and all that type of stuff. So that is in the works, definitely.
If you want, I can show you a merch refill what didn't sell. Like I can show you some of my worst Amazon buys. I have two, like literally within 5 feet of me.
Carolina Hustler says, I have a question. See if y'all can help. Should I apply for an LLC? Been seeing a lot of big resellers say this is a must. What is y'all's take? My opinion, most definitely you want to do it. You get some protection from personal. You get to be able to get a reseller's license where you don't have to pay sales tax on stuff that you buy, which in turn will save you money. Because, for example, I think pretty sure mine was $125, I think, for our whole setup, like from setting up from start to finish, because your federal ID number is free. You just have to pay the state. And then once you pay for the state, you could sign up for a reseller's license for like mine says wholesale resale license or whatever. So when I go into the store and say I buy, like 10,000 Mountain Dews or whatever, even though there's no sales tax on pop, say there was, then I wouldn't have to pay that sales tax, which saves me 6%. So I've saved really, really close, or more. I definitely save more than what I paid for that $125. So I mean, I highly recommend it. But do you really need that right off the bat? You don't really need it right off the bat, but it is good to separate personal from business. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there's things with taxes with our flipping accountant. I'm sure can chime in on a few things that are some advantages. But I know for me, like the main thing was the license, because now I can go get wholesale and flip it, because without it, I can't. That was one of the main things that pushed me. But also, like I said, as you get more successful with your personal financials, business, you gotta separate them and protect yourself.
This dog literally just knocked an entire stack of cards that needed sleeved on the floor, and now he's put his butthole in the screen of our morning show. Come on, move, get down. Sorry, guys.
Special guest on the show is Nala. Look at that shiny coat, folks.
Dude, you're freaking killing me. He comes and sits right on the computer. Like, for real? For real, cat? I was about to show some no-lows over here.
No-lows.
You got all my brand new cards I just got yesterday on the floor? What?
Brittany says that she just picks random dates for what's all videos. Like the last one was from April 27th to May 8th. I mean, depending on like how good your sales are, you could do, or I try, like if I was going to do that, I would kind of do like a highlight video.
Yeah, I try to show sales like a couple times a week, just in like vlogs, just because I feel like that's become the easiest way for me to do it. But if you have a lot of sales, like, I mean, look at Lonnie. He shows his sales every single day. You know what I mean? Like, if you have sales like balling like that, then I would say go for it. I mean, but there's some days like I might only put like 6 or 7 packages out. You know what I mean? So to put a whole video together on like 6 or 7 items is probably not, worth it. Look, he got disappearing and stuff now.
Flipping account definitely does what's sold videos from Murderfield.
Yeah, he does.
I watched that. That was good.
I'm like super close to being able to show you one of the products. I have 3 cases left. 2 I'm sending in, and 1 I'm giving to Ash. So
that's pretty good.
Be able to reveal one of the products that I made a lot of money on during the pandemic. Not saying that you'll still be able to make the same kind of money, but
that's really good CPM, Craig. $28. That's good. Yeah, I don't have I'm not saying I'm a perfect buyer or anything, but I'm just really cautious on the ranks and stuff and the profit margin. So I mean, for me to honestly do a video on bad buys or whatever, unless something literally like tanked like severely because of no sales, like the sales rank or the amount of sales per month really just dips to like from say 70 to 5. I mean, there's really not too much that I can show in that regard too much, to be honest.
All right,
but I mean, there is an occasional.
I have 2 bad buys right here. I've shown one of them before, and I'll show it again. But I thought for sure during the pandemic people would want ramen, but apparently no one wants ramen. I tried listing it on Amazon, eBay, everywhere, and no one wants it. So this is being given away to probably Ashley's grandma. I have a whole case of this stuff. I only spent $12 though. Like a case was they're $1 a piece at Dollar Tree. You get 5 per pack. So I thought, that would be pretty good for Amazon FBM. It wasn't. I didn't sell one of them. So that was $12 donation down the drain. But Ashley's gram definitely wants them, so I'll give them to her. This is another one I thought would do really good. FBA and FBM. Not so much. This is hot and cold coffee cups. So you could pretty much take your stuff on the go, and I have not sold these either. I bought a case of these as well, and I want to say I paid like $4.99 per unit.
Ouch.
I was thinking, oh man, I can make like, I think it was like a $9 profit after everything was said and done. I was supposed to make on this. No, I haven't made anything on those. So those are getting donated to my wife's little coffee station. So those are just two of like my worst buys that I've gotten on Amazon. I'm trying to think if I've had any other really bad ones. I've had a couple items age out, like food items, just because they didn't sell quick enough. Like Halloween candy, for example, like say like a special type of chocolate or something like that. You know what I mean? It'll either age out or it'll get to the time of year in their warehouse where chocolate melts. So I've had to have them destroy some of my inventory before just because it aged out or got to like the melting stage. So you got to be careful sometimes of the stuff you send in for that very reason. But yeah, I mean, there's been a bunch of. I'd be curious to know like what kind of sales you guys have for whether it's for Amazon, eBay, Mercari, like Poshmark, wherever you sell, because I've picked up tons of duds. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of stuff you can liquidate. Like I'm sure I could probably go to the flea market and sell these for $1 a piece, but do I really want to go to the flea market and sell ramen? I don't know.
I might have been wrong about the sales tax on pop. I might have been wrong about that. I was giving an example with my resale certificate or whatever. I might have been wrong about PA with pop. I'm trying to think if that's true or not. Yeah, I think we do get charged for tax on pop, I think.
Mama, ooh, what?
Anyway, like say if I did sell that, you know what I mean? Like if I sold pop on Amazon,
yeah,
I can get it taxed. You know, I wouldn't have to pay the taxes on it if I had that LLC. But
speaking of Mama, her popping in just reminded me of this. I have a premiere coming up right after this show at 11:30 today, guys, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. So I did like the most ghettoist, not just the ghettoist, the most ghettoist thing for my mom for Mother's Day this year, and I decided to record it and share it with you guys, and it's pretty awesome. I made her the ultimate resellers Mother's Day gift, so you guys should appreciate this as a fellow reseller. But 11:30, it's a pretty short video. So after this show, we're gonna all jump over to that premiere, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. Appreciate you guys showing some love over there.
PayPal did not do me any favors.
What up, Grimes? Said his internet is acting up again. That sucks, dude.
PayPal didn't do anything for me. They sent me the same thing I downloaded on my end and sent my car dealership.
The show.
Oh man.
That sucks. So you gonna call him back?
Eventually, yeah, probably after the show.
You know what I call that?
Doo-doo brown.
Doo-doo brown.
Yep.
Yeah. That, my friend, is a case of the drizzling doo-doo brown.
What up, Grimes? I'm catching up in the chat here. Yeah, Craig has a point. So the key of a bad buy video would be why they were bad buys. This way, you can learn what to look at to make sure you're not making a bad buy.
Well, for me, like as far as this goes, this was just a guess because like I was making like a mental checklist of stuff during this was just a pandemic buy. This wouldn't have been like a regular like, oh, let me sell some ramen soup type thing. You know what I mean? Like that was just a pandemic buy. So that was a bad buy because I just guessed like there might be a lot of people looking to get ramen because they're not trying to leave their houses. So that's why that was a bad buy. This was a bad buy because I ignored the fact that it had no rank. So if you can't find a rank on something, I would probably just pass on it. So I just saw that I would make good money if it sold. I saw that there was nothing in FBA. So I was like, I'll give it a try. And that was stupid. So I wouldn't suggest buying rankless stuff.
Dan asked if gamblers claim losses on taxes, can resellers claim bad buys or losses on the taxes, yes.
I would think you could, because it's all part of inventory. You know what I mean? Whether it's like a good buy or a bad buy, you're still putting out money towards inventory either way. You know, and then you could probably even double dip with like anything that you've had to donate or whatnot too.
Yeah. You could...
Do you see Nikki T? She goes, "Yo, I'll be right back. Zion is calling. I got to take that call." I don't blame you. Anytime Zion hits you up, I would definitely answer that call.
Right. I'd be like, "Hello, Zion." Yeah, I'll be right there.
She has like a personal like helpline for Zion, probably.
So DS, has anyone done well or not with specially marked packages like Game of Thrones Oreos and stuff? I haven't done anything really, but I know people like, especially the Game of Thrones Oreos and stuff. You have to be like the one of the first ones to have it up to be able to like do that. Like if you catch it when it's on the drop, like literally when the price starts going down, then it's just gonna fall because now everyone knows about it and it's gonna. Yeah. And that's the one downfall.
I've sold some like SpaghettiOs in the past. You know what I mean? Like anytime like a special movie or something would come out, like sometimes SpaghettiOs or like something like that will do something special. I've sold a ton of different special type of Oreos, Skittles, candies, different stuff like that. So I keep an eye out for that, especially Walmart. Sometimes like they'll clearance it out like right after that part of the season. And like, for example, you can get like big old bags of Skittles there for, like 50 cents. So I bought out like all of their red, white, and blue, like stars and stripes or whatever it was, Skittles for 50 cents a bag. And they were like the big bags. And then I sold them in lots of 5 on Amazon for, I think, like almost $60. It was insane, like the value that they were getting. I don't know if it's because they were special or whatnot, but those actually, I literally just sold the last lot just like 2 days ago on Amazon. So that was a decent pickup for like that type of thing. But you can also get like kind of screwed with that stuff if you don't pay attention to the like the expiration date and stuff on there, because Amazon, you have to be so far out, like for example, I don't even know, actually I'm not going to say this product because I know that Nate does sell this product still, so never mind. But I bought this one product, I should say, and I bought a lot of it, and I didn't pay attention to the expiration date, and it was too close to Amazon's date, so I ended up like screwing myself and not being able to send it in. So as far as that goes, I took the item and I listed it as a lot on eBay just to kind of recoup my money, and I was able to get my money back. But I wasn't able to like make the money I thought I was going to, because it was a pretty solid product. It's just the date was too close to what Amazon accepts. So, but luckily eBay was there for your boy.
If I think what it is what I think you're talking about, I don't have any of those anymore.
It's not seasonal, but it's used a lot during
the cold months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any more of those.
Okay. But either way, I didn't want to give it out because you probably will get some more at some point. I know I will.
Yeah, Dan said that D sold the most stuffed Oreos last year, but the tank fast. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like, if you're not like one of the first people to get it, and the people are like, "Oh, I want that," because some people do like collecting, especially marked things like of different shows or whatever. Like I'm sure my neighbor probably had some Walking Dead stuff if there was Walking Dead stuff at one point. Or Game of Thrones stuff. I'm sure she had some of that type of stuff. So, like, people will buy that, just put in their collection, and it's just like.
I'm so late to that Game of Thrones party because I just don't have HBO, so I've never seen it. But everybody talks about how good that show is.
I'm pretty sure you can watch that on Prime. Do you have Prime?
Yeah. Is it on Prime?
I think so.
Maybe I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, dude. Game of Thrones is like one of the best things ever. They're supposed to make like a remake or like basically what happened before that part or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So I can't wait for that.
I'll have to actually watch it before they do a remake because I would be like lost.
Well, I mean, actually, technically, if you watch if it's going to be the stuff before that, what happened,
Yeah,
it would be like you would watch that, and then you could watch the second, the first part
Oh
live.
yeah. I guess that would
Because it would fall in order, and it would be like, oh,
So what you're saying is it wouldn't be confusing because
no, it would actually help you a lot.
Cool. Yeah, maybe I will do that then.
Yeah, Jimmy says I think you get HBO with Prime.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure they do like some different, maybe not just Prime as a whole, but they will throw you like, different shows or whatever.
Prime Video, or do you like actually get it to your like cable? Because
Prime Video.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say if it's through your cable, like I'd have to call somebody because I don't get HBO through my cable at all.
Yeah,
but I do get Prime Video, so that would be pretty awesome.
So,
Nana, she doesn't get HBO with Prime.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just. I'm pretty sure it's just like.
Well, Jimmy's saying you can add HBO to Prime for an extra charge.
Well, I'm thinking
you can get a free trial or something like that, I guess.
Hold on, let me log in Amazon. Pretty sure that you can, like, I'm not saying like you get HBO, but I'm pretty sure they could give you at least like some different things, maybe off of, that or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they might throw you like Game of Thrones by itself.
Yeah.
Like the ones you don't have to like pay for. Let's see if I can search it real quick.
Yeah, normally we don't watch a whole lot of TV unless there's like a show that we like to watch together, or it's like say the Steelers or something like that, wrestling or something. Like we both watch a lot of YouTube. We watch Netflix, Disney Plus, that kind of stuff, but mainly.
I don't know, but they got a lot of different stuff on Prime.
For show.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. There's no like search bar on the desktop version or whatever for like whatever.
I'll check that out because I definitely do have Disney or not Disney. I definitely do have Amazon Prime because I've actually watched a lot of videos on there before.
Dapper Tiger says, I don't watch TV no more. I watch you suckers.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty much the same way.
We're better than TV, right? You get this luscious beard, then you get this guy next to me right here.
Nothing luscious about me, I guess.
Who might have the occasional doo-doo brown before the show.
Might is understatement.
Every morning I'll send Anthony the link and he'll be like, I'll be right down. I already know what he's doing. He's the most like normal person I've seen like on the regular.
Regimented, guys.
He has a great schedule.
Yep. 30 minutes prior to the show, I'm blowing it up in the bathroom.
The Tiger says the beard is definitely an unlearning feature. You know it. Y'all need a doo-doo brown button like the Staples. That was easy button. We'll have to get like the Staples button, like rip off like the Staples, like lettering on it and just paint it brown. And
we gotta figure out how some of these channels do like the custom like emotes and stuff like that. And then we could have like a doo-doo brown and like a Mr. Burns. And I don't know how that stuff works. I've seen people do it though.
I think that's with the memberships or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
So you can't do it without memberships?
I mean, I'm not 1,000% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's like, for example, I remember.
Be pretty epic though, dude. Like if they could drop like all of like our little custom like memes that we do on the show.
Michelle says it's amazing how much I know about you, Anthony.
I try to be pretty like open with you guys, and that way you see who like I really am, and not just like I don't try to pretend to be anything I'm not. That'd be too much work, and I just don't have enough time for that.
Right.
The way I look at it, everybody poops. You know, so if you can get a little amusement out of me doing it, then why not?
He said that Mr. Burns is copyright. Don't know if we could use them, but yeah, they, Cody and KJ says it's memberships.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go like the membership route, but
Yeah, I would highly doubt it.
But that would be cool to be able to have that kind of stuff. I wonder if we could like figure out how to like rig that so that they could have the benefits of that without actually having to like do that.
Maybe we could charge a penny a month. I don't know if we're like even allowed to charge that little. I never even looked into it because I just never wanted to do it.
That sucks that you can't have people actually become a member without paying.
Yeah.
Because like really, I feel like if you're here every morning and you watch us like regularly, like I consider you to be a member of like my YouTube community.
Right. If you have like X amount of like watch hours on a channel, we should be able to throw you like cool stuff. And you know, other than just being able to rent you, of course. But
I think that's one of the things I like about doing giveaways so much is like you guys like I don't think people that watch YouTube understand like how much like you watching like YouTube actually means to the content creator. You know what I mean? It like there are days that I don't feel like, you know, getting up and doing the show, or I don't feel like recording a video, and then I think of all the awesome things you guys say, and it makes me want to get up and do it and gets me excited for it.
Yeah. Brittany says a poop emoji button that says, "What? You know it, merch for film."
That would be awesome. That would be pretty epic.
Cody says, "I won't pay for memberships. I don't pay for them either. That's like the last thing. That's like the last thing I want to."
If there was somebody that like I was really close with, like I would do it to help them. Like for example, like I've done tons of stuff like, you know, trying to help people like advance their businesses and stuff. Like, for example, even if I could find better deals somewhere else, like I will go out of my way to like support people that I like. So I'm not going to say I never would, but I don't think that I would probably offer that on my channel just because like, I think just you guys being here, showing love, hitting that thumbs up, like that thumbs up helps us a lot more than you guys know too, because the thumbs up tells YouTube that people like our content, and that'll make YouTube want to like push us out in front of more people. So like even like just clicking a thumbs up or leaving a comment, like that stuff all like helps a lot.
Right.
So like I definitely appreciate all of that stuff, regardless of how little or small or whatever. Like it all like helps us in the long run. So I definitely appreciate the love you guys have shown.
So with I heard a little birdie tell me that our Goodwill's open up today. What? And it's actually open 28 minutes ago or 38 minutes ago.
Did that little birdie happen to be a 370-pound man?
Tweet, tweet. He may or may not have a Steeler hat on right now. What? And it's on Ecom and Beyond.
What? Yeah, tweet, guys, tweet. You know, it's funny. I told my wife because the email I got, it tells me that healthcare workers, right? Healthcare workers get 25% off at Goodwill all week. So I told my wife, I said, guess who's coming thrifting with me? Because right now they're discontinuing like the colors and stuff. Like, so like Sundays, you won't have like your 99-cent, you know, like blues or whatever the color of the week would be. And you won't have your weekly deals on the colors right now. But healthcare workers do get 25% off their order. So if you are in healthcare or you have somebody close to you who's in healthcare, bring them to the Goodwill with you, especially if you're in Pennsylvania. I can't speak for if you're in a different state because I only get the emails from the corporate division of Southwestern Pennsylvania. So if you're in Southwestern Pennsylvania, bring a healthcare worker with you so that you can get 25% off. If you're not in Pennsylvania, I would still check with your local Goodwill. If you're able to get on their mailing list, like as far as like their emails and stuff like that, I would say do it because I've gotten so many like, you know, different deals and stuff like that going just off of their emails. So I would highly suggest signing up for an email list if you're able to through Goodwill. because you'll get all of that information when it comes out, like all the coupons and stuff they send out. Because a lot of times when they're doing coupons, they won't even tell you at the register. You know what I mean? Like I'll have to actually go out and like say something for them to actually give me credit for something that I've seen in an email. So it pays to have the email service through Goodwill if you guys haven't tried that out yet.
So Mara said you could use the auction registration. If they pay for membership, then you could give them that much discount. They lose money on membership. So I'm trying to follow. So basically, if they get the membership,
I think what she's saying is give them the money back in an auction. You know,
they would win an auction.
If it's like a $25 lot and they pay $1.99 for a membership or something like that, then they only pay $23 for that lot. You know what I mean? I think that's what she's saying.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we'll look into it because I would like to give you guys the features of the membership without actually making you have to pay for a membership.
Yeah.
Because they do offer some cool stuff just from like what I've seen in other channels. Like Paul Gate City Picker turned me on to this really cool card collecting network, like or channels. Like they're kind of like a community like ours, only they do like cards. They even do like auctions and stuff for cards, which is pretty cool. So one thing they do is they do like they have all like the little special things like that, but they have like the memberships and stuff over there. So I've just been seeing a lot of like the cool stuff they've been putting up there, and I've been like wanting to bring it over here. I just don't want to, like I said, charge you guys for watching my channel, which is, I don't know.
Yeah, but
we'll figure it out. If we can rig it for you guys, we'll rig it. Like,
yeah, definitely. Best one tip that I will give you guys when you go to Goodwill, see if you can get on their mailing list for your area, or go to goodwill.com and see if you could sign up on their page. Because like I got the same email Anthony got. So see if you got something, because I think technically like our area isn't supposed to be open till the 15th, 16th, something like that. On Friday, yeah, the 15th. So they're actually opening up early, which was like a shock to me. I'm like, wait, they're allowed to do that? Like,
yeah,
I was kind of, shocked or whatever. So see if you could sign up on their mailing list, and they'll tell you about different deals, coupons, or whatever they got going on. And also if you're one of the states that maybe lag behind of getting some of the you can see if your thing is opening up before you actually thought. So
yep. And you can always call too, you know what I mean? Like I was hanging out with Jimmy the other day, Uncle B, and he actually got on the phone and he called his local Goodwill to see if they were opening, when they were open, and get the details. So you could always go on Google, look up a phone number to a Goodwill near you, and you can call, and if they're in, they'll answer, and then they'll give you whatever information that they know. You know what I mean? So it never hurts to call and ask. The worst that you can get is somebody either not answering or somebody just saying, sorry, I don't know, or I can't give that information. But for the most part, people are pretty cool about it, and they'll tell you, what they know. So, yeah. So we're actually tonight, we're celebrating Ashley's Graham's 76th birthday. So we're having her up. She wanted an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. So we're ordering an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen, and then we're going to DoorDash like whatever restaurant she wants, since we can't take her to a restaurant yet. But I'm thinking, because her Graham loves thrifting, and she's real into like little chintzy knickknacks and stuff like that. So I'm thinking like maybe when we go pick her up today, we'll swing by a Goodwill, take her out, and maybe give her like a little shopping spree there. So I think that would be cool.
I'm hoping that since we didn't go from the second like they open, that when they start busting out the new carts like around noon, hopefully,
yeah,
maybe we'll get like the freshest and the best inventory then. Maybe, hopefully. So,
dude, speaking of her Graham, you know what she did? She went over, that little building I was telling you about?
Yeah.
She got me the phone number for it. So I can actually hit up and see about getting that little storefront and actually being able to become a distributor for Panini. That would be sick, dude. And pretty much what I would do in the storefront, I would set it up just like Cincinnati Picker has it, because like essentially all it is there's storage space, and then there's like a little bit of like a reception area. So what I would do is I would just move all my crap into the storage space, and then I would just hang out at the reception area. I would set up like a little YouTube/listing station, and I would just sit there, and people could bring in stuff they want sold on eBay. I would make it like a sell your stuff on eBay type of place, you know, slash, you know, if you need stuff shipped, you know, bring it in, because I get, you know, obviously the discounts through pirate ship and stuff like that. And, you know, so I could make money there, you know, charging people for boxes and basically just banking a little bit of the money with the discount I get through pirate ship. So
yeah, that was kind of the idea. Like I wanted to do, like with shipping and everything.
Mhm.
Just get people in the door, and then you could do more custom of
the way I look
pack
at
and everything.
I'm already going to be there every day because I have orders going out. I'll probably schedule pickups, so I'll have the mailman actually come and pick up the stuff in-house. Like he actually has to come in and get it from me. So I figure if that's the case, and I'm already having stuff picked up every single day, why not be able to have somebody come in with an item and say, hey, I need this packed and shipped, and make some money on it, you know? That's kind of my idea behind it.
The only downfall to doing like a business pickup, and this is what I noticed at my dad's company and everything, so this might be different everywhere else, depending on how big your city is or whatever. If you have a business, you know, a legit like business location, like in like a business complex or whatever, or like, you know, whatever, they usually go to the businesses first. So if you would actually say you would, you know, take basically packages all day, and they come at 9-10 o'clock in the morning, you would actually either have to hand deliver those to the post office after that point, or they would just literally have to sit for an extra day for that.
Yeah, and that would literally pretty much be what I would do. I would just have it sit to the next day. And literally, that's what I would tell people. I would just be like, look, if it's not in by a certain time, it goes the next day. You know, and people expect that anyway. Like if you're going to, like, say, off the top of my head, Walgreens to drop off a FedEx, right? You know, dropping it off there, it might not go out that day. You know what I mean? But you know that it's at least safe. It's somewhere where it will ship and it'll get out. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm not going to promise same day for everybody, but I will promise like it'll go out in the very next available shipment. So that's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Whether or not like I actually go that route, I'm not sure yet, because I don't know the hours I want the thing to be open either. You know what I mean? Because the cool thing about where I live is I live in the hood, and in my town, there's nothing like this. You can take your stuff and sell it to somebody or sell it on eBay. So I think it would go really well. And I would give people the option. We could either sign like a consignment contract and you can make more money, or you can sell it to me at what I would pay for it, like as a reseller. You know what I mean? So like for me, this is going to be a great way to get new inventory and stuff like that. So again, like I don't even know if the place is available for rent. I just know that there's no one in it right now. And I've been like kind of low key checking this place out for a long time. It's in a good location too. A lot of traffic goes by it.
So, what up, Pat D's? He says, what up, West Coast gang?
Pat D's is that dude, man. Pat, dude, I need to hit you up about getting in one of your breaks, man. I would really like to participate sometime. I just did a break last night. This dude is brilliant with the way he did it. So a lot of people will just charge a flat rate to like get in there, like card breaks, and like you basically you're paying to be a team. So like I got the Detroit Pistons last night. you know, because I got them because the way this dude did it was brilliant. He put them all on eBay auctions. So that way people were bidding the prices up. Like, for example, the people that got the Pelicans for like Zion, you know what I mean? They paid like $160 some, you know, just for that. So like, even if you're hitting Zions, you're going to have to hit like several Zions that make that kind of money. But it was brilliant. So I ended up with the Detroit Pistons and I got like literally trash. Let's see, what was his name? 718 Breaks, I think, Paul. I found him through the card community. I don't know if he was a suggested video or if he's like connected with them, but yeah, I did break with him last night, and I picked the Detroit Pistons because they were one of the more lower priced teams, and I figured I could still maybe hit like a Sekou Demboya, but yeah, it was okay. I did pretty trash though. You know what, Pat? I just heard of Family Jabs. I'll have to look them up. Somebody just told me about them the other day. Can't remember who it was. Oh, you know what? It might have been my buddy that I've been showing how to do eBay. Cool thing is, dude's killing it already. Like his first day on eBay, he had 3 sales. And I'm thinking, man, like there are some days of the week where I might only have 3 sales, and this is dude's first day, and he already has 3 sales. So I was real excited for him, seeing him get that kind of luck on his first day. Jimmy wants to know, is there plans to reschedule the meetup? Yeah, we're right now. Me and Nate are kind of considering 2021, just because like it's still kind of like up in the air, like what's going to happen with the rest of the year, pretty much, you know. So we didn't want to get something scheduled, and then next thing you know, like Pittsburgh is, not allowing this or not allowing that.
Right.
So we haven't actually like set a new meetup yet, but we will do another meetup, just not sure when yet.
A lot of information of just how the world's going to work. Basically, we'll find out probably the next month and a half, and then we can kind of go from there and hope for the best. You know what I mean? So we shall see. You know what I mean? As soon as we feel like, setting this up, there's not going to be hopefully any setback or complications from anything going to be like being restrictive. We want everyone to come. We don't want anybody that might have, some type of, health issue or anything to have any risk going to any of these. So,
yeah. That was a concern, because last time Larry and Victoria, they were genuinely concerned because of, being diabetic and stuff like that. And like, I don't want anybody to feel like they, are going to be in danger, just come to hang out, So as soon as we kind of figure out what's going on, we will 100% do another one, and even let you guys come on board and help us plan it just like last time. Pat, dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you doing that for Nate, and I can't stop staring at you because you're too handsome, Pat.
I think it might be the glasses and the new thumbnail.
Yeah,
and maybe the thumbs up.
Yeah,
maybe could be.
Very well might be. Yeah, Pat Dees is the man, though, guys. If you aren't subscribed to Pat, make sure you check him out. Cool thing about Pat, and I'm gonna be straight up, he was supportive of. I would say, I can't speak for Nate, but I'm pretty sure Nate too, from the very beginning. Super supportive. So I don't forget those things. Appreciate you, Pat.
What up, Mr. Diggs Deals eBay Reselling? What is up? Man? Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you being
welcome.
Here. You are very welcome.
So I figured this might be a good time to just dive into our little topic a little bit. It's nothing too crazy, but it's something I'm really wondering, because now with more and more states opening up, with especially the retail stores like Goodwill and everything else, have you seen a drop in your sales? Has anyone seen any downtick, or is it kind of the same, or is it really are we really rolling and going well?
I've been about the same, to be honest with you, and The nice thing is, like, I'm going to be fully transparent. I haven't done a whole lot of like eBay listing just with my house being torn apart. Like, for example, right now my wife's upstairs like putting stuff back where it goes. Like, our house is still not together. I had my mom over for Mother's Day on Sunday, and like literally, like, she was like, I can't believe your house still looks like this. And I was like, well, do you realize, like, we literally had to take everything out of like almost every room. The only room we didn't have to remove everything from or move everything to was our bedroom. That was the only room. Plus the the basement had stuff coming and going too, because we didn't have enough room upstairs. So that kind of cramped my style down here. But our bedroom was literally the only room in the house that didn't have stuff being stuffed in it or stuff being taken out of it. So our entire house was like a huge, like, epic pile of mess for like still technically is. It should get a lot better after today, though, because I think Ash is going to spend most of the day putting it back together.
So
I'm going to help him too.
Dane says there's a little bit of a downtick. KJ says, nope, I'm still selling. No down sales yet. Dapper Tiger says I'm feeling a downtick coming. Jimmy says I have maybe listed 2 or 3 things since lockdown due to lack of inventory. Sales did for a bit, but picked up out of nowhere this week. See, my thing is, I feel like my eBay inventory is on the decline. Like, whatever's left is kind of You know, like I had that one soccer jersey that sold last week. Yeah. I had that Michael Jordan Sports Illustrated sale. So I feel like a lot of my really good stuff is gone. I still have like a Wii. I have 2 more coming in the mail. I've been getting shoes like crazy, but I just haven't gotten a chance to really list all that type of stuff yet. So I'm hoping that, I'm hoping to list some of that stuff tonight whenever I get off work, and, kind of replenish the store a little bit with some better items or whatever. But I have a feeling that we are going to have like a little bit of a downtick, like kind of how like Dapper was saying, because a lot of people are going to want to get out. They're tired of being in the house. But hopefully, a lot of people still check in to see what deals and what things you can get. Kind of do a little more comparison shopping than ever before, hopefully. And convenience wise as well, because the corona is still out there for some people, and I'm not some people, but for all of us, the fear of contracting it if you haven't gotten it is still there. So I think that will help keep things a little more online than usual, but it's up to a lot of us to keep putting that great inventory out there. It's going to be really exciting just to get a goodwill. I'm going to throw the book bag cam on and do a little video just to see if there's any difference of just like of the inventory, what I kind of get. I like looking through the clothes, so I'll look through it real quick, but I won't put you through the 20-minute thing of me looking through all of them. But
yeah, I know that Dan was asking if there was any pictures or anything from any meetups that we've done. I do have a couple pictures that I can show you. I'm just looking at my Instagram right now, and I'll show them off. It's not like a Pittsburgh meetup per se, but it's like other resellers that I've met up with, like whenever I've been traveling. So let me see if I can find any. Should be one like right around here somewhere.
D says sales have been steady for her. Wendy says no sales in the past few days, but there isn't usual for me. Don't expect high of sales this week as of last week, though. Thrift Beast in the house. What up?
What up, Chris? Thrift Bizzle. My nizzle dizzle.
Yeah, Phoenix Flipper.
That's another real good channel, guys. If you guys are not subscribed to Chris over at Thrift Beast CQ, make sure you check him out. He's seriously one of the nicest guys too that you'll ever meet. But really, really good channel. Definitely one of the ones that I watch a lot. What up, Matt? Phoenix Flippers in the Heezy.
He said slow down some. Nikki T says sales are dipped some for us, but I'm hoping they will pick up after people get back to normal schedules.
I did a collaboration with this guy once.
Man, look at that beard.
It was really weird though, like, because I mean, he kept checking out my butt for some reason. I think he had a rash too. No, just full circle. Sorry, Nate. You know I love you though. You're
Yes.
my boy, Blue.
Kate,
I would never like purposely try to make you feel like any kind of way. Here's another meetup. We went to Disney last year and we got to meet up with can't really see because of my green screen that well, but this is Rob and Lisa from Couple of Pickers. So we got to meet up with them and we got to have lunch, and they are really, really cool people in real life. Like how you see them on their show is how they really are. They're super cool.
Yeah, I would love to meet them.
Yeah, they're super cool people.
Lisa's really outgoing, and Rob is just full of knowledge. I'm not saying she isn't either, but you know what I mean. Like he's a silent type, and she's outgoing. It's a great combination. Just me and my wife have opposites too. Like I'm kind of chill. She's like ultra aggressive. Like she'll be the person with road rage in 3 seconds.
That's how me and my wife are too. Like I'm chill like you are, and she's like she'll kill you. Look at my wife. This isn't a meetup or nothing, but this is how she rolls out to restaurants. Like legit. She brings the ranch. She don't go nowhere without that HV.
Hit the back button by accident. Whoops.
I got a couple more meetup pictures here I can show you guys. But Dan was asking while I'm looking for these other pictures, what exactly we had done to the house. So we had both bathrooms pretty much. Oh, stupid thing. We had both bathrooms renovated, and then we did our living room and dining room floors. Then there was this one part of the house, like as you walk up our steps, where one day, like I was walking down the steps and my hip gave out on me and I fell and I like basically almost went out of the house because it was like large man falling into like the wall and stuff. So there was like this big hole in our wall where I kind of fell into it. So they had that patch too. And then we had a hole in our living room ceiling because we had a leak. And it like literally fell through our ceiling. So we had that fixed too. And we had our plumbing and stuff fixed. So yeah, it was a lot of money, but like the house looks a lot better and it's definitely worth a lot more now than it was before. So good too.
KJ says, I think it's coming, but I agree. My inventory is poop right now, so I'm hoping now I can source a little better. Definitely. I think the most important time for all of us on all platforms, eBay, Amazon, all of them, is to really go out there and really source. And not only that, make sure and list your stuff as soon as possible, especially the really good stuff that you know can get a little more money than usual. Because a lot of us, I mean, most of us, unless you're, you're working with almost like a Bill Stoner type of death pile, are literally, my inventory was never amazing on eBay to begin with. Like I definitely had some good stuff, some stuff that kind of sat a little longer than I thought, but it was like good quality stuff. I was probably asking a little higher dollar for some of the stuff, but a lot of that is sold now. So, now I'm basically back to like, I don't want to say pickles, but it's kind of like that for some stuff. And, other things, it's just not in as high demand maybe, or whatever the case may be, because it's like different clothing, like winter clothing. And I guess in Pennsylvania, it's still winter because last night it was like, 32 degrees?
Yep.
So,
yeah, it's been freezing, guys.
It's crazy. It's middle of May. Not middle of May, but yeah, I guess you could considerably say middle of May. It's 12th. And we're still getting like February, March weather. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely insane.
Ron Pest said sales are better for me this month on eBay since late February. probably since stimulus money is still being used. I agree. I think but I'm thinking a lot of people, really kind of blew through that money. I know they're talking about possibly having a second stimulus. I watch a lot of the news, like on that type of stuff. I'll listen to an update from another YouTuber.
This is one of my favorite meetups. I got to go. This is when I was in New England last September. I got to meet up with Ryan and Pam from Thrift Mine, and let me tell you, these two are the real deal. Like, they're every bit as awesome in person as they are on YouTube. So that was a really, really awesome opportunity to go out there and meet up with them. So I really appreciated, being able to go out there and meet them. They drove like an hour and a half to come meet me. Like, we met like in the middle, and then they were so awesome. They even like paid for my dinner. So it was really cool.
Oh, what is that? Good.
I was just going to say they're really good people. That's all.
Definitely. Yeah, I like Thrift Mine. Pet Girl Selling says numbers are showing drop in credit card debit, increasing in savings, suggesting people will start to be a little more frugal in the coming months. Yeah, I mean, with everything going on, we can't depend on government to bail us out or like send us stimulus money over and over and over. I mean, they probably will do the second one, but after that, it's probably finito unless like literally we get round 2 or anything coming around, which knock on wood, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Dapper Tiger says Mark, pet people who haven't been frugal and out of work are going to fall first on the list of impulse buyers. Obviously I've been working through all this, and I definitely went a little more spend crazy than usual. I got my computer and stuff like that. I used that as my way of like getting a few things that were always on the bucket list of but now it's like have it. Hopefully I won't have to purchase anything for a good while.
Yeah.
What up, Sonny? Good to see you, man.
Sonny's a good dude too. If you guys haven't checked him out yet, Las Vegas Thrifts. Definitely a big fan of his channel.
Nikki T says it's tough right now to stock up on good inventory because everywhere is slow to open. Even Facebook Marketplace is slow and not great right now for us. Yeah, I mean, literally, like, it's going to take as soon as they open up the borders, like for, shipments to basically start coming over and everything. We're probably looking at a month or so, unless they just start shipping early, hoping it opens up in time. But that's when I think we'll see a lot of good clearance stuff too. Like a lot of good deals.
For sure. Grimes is hitting Goodwills today. Says jerseys are doing pretty good on Macari. I know a few spots who already have a ton. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I pick up a lot of the old Steeler jerseys at the Goodwills and stuff like that, especially if they're any like obscure players. Like, hey, what's Bolo Buddy's in the house? What's going on?
What up?
You guys being here. As far as the jerseys go, if you can get any players that are like, say, retired star players that may go into the Hall of Fame, or if you can get players that are like obscure, like that are like not many of their jerseys made, those sell really good. And then it's crazy, but like I bought up a ton of Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown jerseys, basically whenever they were like blowout cheap, and did pretty well on them. Which you'd be surprised, like thinking nobody would want them, but people actually did buy those from me. So I was a fan of that.
The only positive thing about those jerseys is the last name. A lot of people have that last name. Bell and Brown, those are kind of common last names. So, if they're Steeler fans, boom, you got yourself a custom jersey with someone who used to play for the team, basically. Even though it might be with Antonio in a little negative light, of course.
Yeah.
What up, Justin Jacobs? Good to see you.
Hey, 750, thank you so much for the thumbs up.
I'm way behind in the chat. I'm going to have to speed up. 750, what up?
So For those of you who have already been out, like the thrift stores and stuff like that, were they loaded, or like what type of inventory were you looking at? Because what I'm thinking is like the Goodwills near me, they've been so loaded that there's been crap literally stacked everywhere that I'm wondering that am I going to walk into a gold bind whenever I go there later on today? Because I would be a fan of that.
So Justin Jacobs asked, did you say there was going to be a second stimulus? There is proposals going out right now. It's being debated and everything. I basically, in my opinion, feel that there's definitely going to be a second one. The question is what? You know what I mean? Like, what are they going to do? I've heard that. I've heard people say they're going to raise it from $1,200 adult to $2,000. I've heard, they're going to give us 6 to 12 months worth. I've heard them throw out the thing for essential workers making, getting a pay raise of $12 an hour, which, obviously I would be affected by that. So I don't think that one would happen, because the way that I've heard that was being worded was, like our employers would give us the raise, but the government only give them a tax break for $9 out of that 12. So they would literally come out of pocket an extra $3 an hour or whatever.
Are you able to talk about any of the stuff we were talking about yesterday, like job wise, or is that like still too soon?
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything.
Okay, gotcha.
But
that's why I asked you.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it, maybe.
Yeah.
But hey, good morning, Maggie. Appreciate you coming in.
Bluegrass is stuck at 666. You know what that means? This is a job for Flippin' Hope.
Flippin' Hope will save the day.
The second channel, the Flippin' Hope gets to get away from that dreaded 666. Hold on, let me switch over.
Good morning to T's Flips and Money for Mars. What up? What up, D? D Flippin' Parkles has a show right after us at 12 o'clock.
All right, there's the 666. Boom. 667.
Anthony to save the day.
That's Jesus that saves the day. That's his channel.
So Infinite Stacker says, Anthony and Nate, I would be interested in what yard sales and estate sales look like for you this weekend to know what to expect when they lift it here.
If we go to any, I will record it. I'll try to bring my. If I don't bring my GoPro, I'll at least do it on my phone.
Well, let's pull up a yard sale treasure map to see
if there's even any. Yeah, it's a good idea.
So
here, you check yours.
So I'm gonna check Friday first.
I got 5 sales with. So I can't do Friday. I don't have the paid version.
So I got Friday. I got 1 sale.
So on Saturday there's 5 sales, but they're over towards like South Park, Dormont, Bethel Park, that kind of area. So that's actually like that's decent travel for me. That's probably like 20 miles or so.
So yeah,
I don't even know. That's probably not even going to be worth me driving to.
I got 7 right, total, but one's all the way clear up by Cranberry, which I would definitely not go to. There's one by my work in Mount Pleasant, so I could hit that and then hit the 5 others in that line right there, which wouldn't be too shabby. But I mean, the main thing is what are going to be at these estate sales or yard sales? Like this one in Mount Pleasant is an estate sale, and it looks like a bunch of older stuff that I don't even want to look at.
Yeah.
I mean, other than this like mannequin that's kind of old and beat up.
Yeah. I want to say hi to a few more people, Nate, while we're looking at that stuff that came in. I want to say hi to Susie Woozy. I don't think we said hi to you yet. Wendy FGS. We got D Flippin' Particles has a show at noon Eastern, so make sure you check that out, guys. Who else didn't we say hi to? Maggie Doodle's in the house. Good to see you, Maggie. Got Tracy T's Flips with us. Good to see you, man. Got Money for Mars. Thank you so much for being here. It's Summers 422. Appreciate you being here as well.
So Summers asks, what site do y'all use? I use an app called Yard Sale Treasure Map.
It's awesome too. Like, so example, like you can get it for free version or you can get it for a paid version. The free version will always show you Saturday, and then it'll also show you whatever day of the week you're in. If it's a paid version, you can actually go into every single day of the week. So what I do with this treasure map is I'll go in there and I'll look at all the yard sales that are within 20 miles of my house, and I'll kind of plot out like a route that I want to take so I can hit as many as possible and be able to still take the time to really look through stuff thoroughly. So that's typically what I'll do. My favorite thing to do is to plot out maps for like community sales, because those are pretty epic. Lady Luck Junk's in the house. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I don't think I missed anybody else. If I missed anybody else, feel free to say hello or tag us.
Lady Luck Junk, what up? Good morning.
That's awesome, Justin. He said, thanks for being entertaining today, guys. Just finished another FBA shipment in no time. That's awesome, dude. Like, that's one thing I need to get better at, because I am so freaking slow when it comes to packing FBA. I got like half of a shipment ready the other day, and I haven't even. Yeah, Summers, we both do Amazon. Nate is like primarily Amazon right now, so he does. What is it, like an 80-20 split? You said.
Something like that. Yeah, 75, 70, something like that.
Yeah, so primary business for Nate is Amazon. I'm kind of probably still at about like a 60-40, leaning towards eBay a little bit. But I'm trying to get more to a 50-50 split, because here's what I kind of want to do. I want to make Amazon my paycheck. You know what I mean? So every 2 weeks when my Amazon money comes in, that's just like a paycheck for us. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make it be like that. And I'm trying to just kind of make eBay just be like more money to like continue to grow the business even bigger.
What up, Sonny? I'm sorry, Thrift and Goomba. I saw that you right there.
The nice thing about Amazon is it's really consistent. As long as you're keeping your replenishable items in, you can always count on getting X amount every 2 weeks. So I've been that's kind of what I've been doing with Amazon. I've been kind of making like, that's like the money we need for bills and stuff. I know that's coming. And I've been kind of using eBay to kind of just scale what I'm able to get and stuff like that. So Justin says he's like 70% Amazon, 23 eBay, and 7% Marketplace. That's a pretty good breakdown. Yeah, I feel like with Amazon, you almost need to have like a secondary platform to sell off stuff that you can't sell on Amazon.
Definitely. I mean, there's been tons, I don't want to say tons of stuff, but there's definitely been some things that I send into FBA or later, Grams.
If you guys want to see Justin later, come check out Flip and Hope today. Him and his wife are going to be doing End Times Prophecy at 2:00. It's going to be pretty epic.
So like, there's been times that I bought stuff that, I thought was going to be good on Amazon, or I've got gated in, and next I've got gated in it, and then I had to get rid of it, or I had it at the warehouse and they made me send it back, and then it's like, so having that second platform to sell returns, to be able to, I also enjoy doing the garage sales and estate sales and Goodwills. Like, I like having no matter what type of business, like no matter what, if there's no good garage sales or yard sales, like in the wintertime, I'm still able to have great business, still rolling by going into the stores, because during the winter months, like after Christmas and things like that, or during before Christmas is, before the fourth quarter, that is like the best month to sell like stuff on Amazon. And
the nice thing about Amazon is it kept me out of scrounge mode this summer. Like, and what I mean by scrounge mode is, like, I used to feel the heat of winter, if that makes sense, because sales would start to slow up, and like I would have to be like constantly digging through the bins trying to find like hidden gems and stuff like that. But the nice thing that Amazon did was it gave me an entirely new outlet of sourcing during the cold like weather months, because during the summertime, like my eBay is like a well-oiled machine. Like it is pumping like great ROI every single day, because I'm literally out there filling my van full of inventory every single week. You know what I mean? And then I spend the entire week listing everything I got. And then the next weekend I go out and fill the van again. And you know what I mean? It's a constant stream of stuff coming in the basement and getting out of the house. And it does really well. But then in the winter, like I'll still go to the bins. I'll still go thrifting and stuff like that. But I find that I'm spending a little bit more money at a regular thrift store than I normally would at like a garage sale or something like that. So right there, my ROI's cut down a little bit. But then you figure there's so many people hitting those same things all winter long. So like that limits what's there as well. So Amazon's just made it like, so I can count on getting a paycheck every 2 weeks and everything else I get is pretty much gravy. So like that's the one thing I've been really thankful about, as far as like Nate kind of shown me the ropes of Amazon, because I'm going to be straight up. Like if I didn't have him showing me like the proper way to do stuff on Amazon, I probably would have quit, because it's different than eBay. You have to have a completely different mindset. You have to know that, hey, I'm going to spend $1 because I'm going to make $1.50. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to spend $1 like I do at a garage sale and I'm going to make $10 to $20. You know what I mean? So you have to realize it's going to be like that, but you also have to realize that most of the stuff you send in is going to sell like within the week that you get it there. So it's almost like a sure thing, if that makes sense. Like if you have a good product and the rank is good, it's almost a definite buy. So that would be like, would you go to a yard sale and would you say buy the Steeler hat for $1 if you knew for a fact it would resell for $10 in a week? So that's kind of the mindset I take to Amazon, because I know that, hey, I'm going to go buy, you know, obviously this isn't going to sell, but say this is a good product. Like I'm going to go buy this for $1 and I know that within a week I'm going to make, you know, profit wise, at least $1.50 for myself, you know, and I'm going to sell through all of the ones I have. So that's kind of the difference between eBay and Amazon, because I have a lot of stuff that I bought for eBay that is still on my shelves. Like it hasn't sold. I have some stuff that I've had for a year plus. Like I've told you guys in some of my pre-recordeds lately, I've been doing a tiered sale that I saw Lonnie do. And finally, like I'm starting to get stuff that has been here for like over a year, 2 years out of here. And it's because I'm selling it at 40% off just to like get it to move, you know what I mean? So I can get my investment plus like a little bit extra. So, but Amazon takes away that risk. If you're smart and you look at the ranks, we have 2 Nates.
That was weird. I don't know what happened to my connection. It just died.
Well, either way, we had 2 of you. But anyway, if you're smart with Amazon, it's a guaranteed sale. That's the thing I really like about Amazon. And that's what's awesome about watching ranks. You can get Keepa. If you don't have that stuff, the cool thing is like me and Nate, we will look at the rank and the items for you guys. So if you have an item you're not sure about, the only thing you have to do is you have to be understanding that like you're sharing a product with somebody else. You know what I mean? Like we wouldn't then go and say, hey, everybody check out this item because, you know, such and such a person is getting this. Like we would never share it publicly, but you have to realize that in getting help with the item, like you're technically giving a boatload too, you know?
Right.
We're more than willing to help anybody out if you get stuck with that, because I've been there several times and Nate is literally like saved my butt. You fishing for me?
No, so I like teaching people how to fish. You know what I mean? How to fish.
Yeah. He's very good at teaching people to fish.
That's the main thing, like knowing what to look at, knowing what's important, knowing, you know, how many does sell, you know, when how many people on the listing, how many you know, knowing all that data can really go far. Knowing how many times that thing sells average month is huge, because if it sells like say 70 times a month or whatever, it's usually pretty tank proof for the most part, unless like there's just super abundance of stuff. I mean, like where people are like, okay, well, if it's selling 70 a day, I need 70 a month. I need to get my first 70 sold because I have 300 of them. You know, there might be somebody like that, or some people like doing well, I got the majority of the inventory. Well, I'll just let all these people underneath me sell, and then I can set the price and battle out the price pod. So
that's the other thing that you've kind of helped me with that has been great is like I've had inventory that have tanked, you know what I mean? Like stuff that that I needed to either pull back or I needed to just hold or whatever. And Nate's helped me with that too, like as far as figuring out like what to do with stuff. Like if there's tons of people on, you know, a listing or whatnot, like how do I go about making sure that they sell out and I still have stuff at a good price? Because I've had one of my replenishable items that has literally been a bread and butter item for me since the very beginning. Like the very first time we went shopping for Amazon, I picked up this product and I was making money on this product consistently. And then somebody dropped it so far that I would only make 23 cents per unit. And it was to the point there where Nate's like, you know what, just don't send any. Wait for this guy to sell out and then send in everything you have and get it back to the price that you were at. So sometimes you have to do that. And then sometimes you need to know when to like let go of something too, because there are sometimes like that listing is just not going to come back. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just need to like let it go and let it die and move on to something else.
So this is, I know Summer asked about like some of the tools and stuff like that. This is one of the tools here that basically will tell you like A to Z, most of the information that you need. Question is, what are you looking at? Because there's a lot of data here. There's just, you know, there's 3 graphs, there's numbers, colors, all that. Main thing is when you're looking at stuff is Amazon the listing, which Amazon, like for this listing, has been there. But also you could tell what this price has been for the last, this is for the last 3 months. So this items went from $8 all the way down to low under $6. And right now it's close to 10. So with Amazon, sometimes they like to chase. So if you were getting a product and say right now you could make money even a little under Amazon, chances are Amazon will chase you down to about $6 because they have in the past. So like that information that shows you out of arts and crafts, for example, it's in the top 1%, but it's ranked at 4,000 for this item. This is construction paper, by the way. My wife bought this for the kids. I just was trying to pull up something to show you guys. And then for toys and games, I don't know why it's considered toys and games, but it's under toys and games. You know, it's ranked 49,000, so it's pretty good. But this also shows you how many sellers have been selling this. And so far, right now, there's like Amazon and one other one, and then they sold out, and then Amazon's only one. The only other great piece of tool that I use is called AMZ Scout. AMZ Scout stocks, and it's free, where I'm able to run this, and it basically should tell me what Amazon has in stock. It usually does.
I think what we should do, Nate, is we should do an entire show dedicated to Amazon, dedicated to eBay, dedicated to whatever platform people want to like really go in depth with. And then maybe we can bring on a guest or two and we can kind of just like go through, show people like raw numbers, like how to do Keepa, how to do, you know, that kind of stuff. Like anything that we can show without giving away your information or whatever.
Right.
I think we should do like an in-depth show because I think there's a lot of people that are interested in Amazon, but they might just be afraid to give it a try.
Right. Yeah. Like a lot of this information that you need, like Keepa, for example, you have
before
to pay
I was on Amazon, if you were showing me this thing is on the screen right now, I would be like, I'm not even going to mess with charts and crap like that because like I don't understand what I'm looking at here.
Right.
But, you know, like I think breaking it down on like a level that it's like, yeah, exactly. Like Summers just said, that's me. I have no clue. Exactly. So I think getting a chance to just kind of hang out, we'll do like a hangout sesh one morning and it'll just be like me, you, and maybe a couple people that are like doing Amazon on a big level. And we'll just kind of go through it. And we can do the same with any other platform you guys want to learn about.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
But we are getting ready, guys, in 1 minute's time. I have a premiere on my channel. The link is right there in chat. If you guys could come over and show some support, throw some thumbs up, and let me know what you think of this crazy, one-of-a-kind reseller's Mother's Day gift. Like, this thing's epic, guys. Wait till you see it. But tomorrow the show's on my channel at 10 a.m., so make sure you guys come show some love. Sonny has a premiere at 9:15, guys, so make sure you go show him some love too.
Make sure before you guys leave to give a thumbs up, and don't forget also to leave comments in any of our videos because you get points for our giveaways every month. And I love y'all. Have a great day.
Yep.
We appreciate
Okay.
you guys coming in and hanging out with us, and we will all go to Anthony's channel, and we will see you there. We got D at 12 and
Rock Startup.
Treasure Mountain, Mile High Treasure Club, Treasure Hustlers at 1 p.m. So we'll see you guys later. Have a great day.